Hello, and welcome to Loving Our Fears with Shikha Rastogi. One of the most beautiful things that a human being can ever feel in his lifetime is love. Our ability to love someone and to be loved by someone is pure grace. It's God itself. Love is the reason we want to wake up, and love is the reason we want to do anything. We want to do anything in life, with life. Love makes us forget pain and suffering. Love makes life worth living. Love is the truth. Yet, if you turn on the media right now, you may need a lot of assurance to believe that love is in fact the truth. It is in fact what's keeping this world alive. Because from what meets the eye, this world seems to be acting like a highly strong-willed toddler who's in the middle of a really bad tantrum. And even though this toddler is in pain and wants to be loved and hugged so that she can calm down, yet her ability to allow herself has been hijacked by her own emotions. And the same is true for so many adults who, even though deep inside are hurting badly and deeply desire to be heard, seen, loved and cared for, yet unconsciously keep denying and pushing away love and kindness that comes their way. And the fascinating thing is that they seem to be completely unaware that this is what they are doing. Pushing as a result, they walk around the world buried in sadness, hate, and anger, and blame others for their pain. So the very first step is to become aware of whether you are this person who has been unconsciously running away from love. And one of the ways to become aware is by identifying certain behavior patterns in yourself. For example, if you are someone who keeps pretending to the world, even to those who you have close relationships with, that you are okay even when you're not, then what that means is that you are afraid of who you are and what you have to say. And because you can't speak your truth, chances are people don't even know that you are hurting and therefore don't know that you need help. Another behavior pattern to recognize within yourself is to look for the victim mentality, or the mentality of blaming everything and everyone for all the problems that you've been carrying around with you as baggage. If you have this personality, chances are you live in a perpetual state of hurt and pain because your mind won't have a job if you become free of this mindset. A third behavior pattern, which applies to pretty much every human on this planet. However, some people have this extreme need, this disease to please, so that they are liked by everybody, including strangers. And people with these personality types are mostly highly sensitive and feel very deeply, and therefore are impacted by other people's approvals and disapprovals very deeply. So, whatever the behavior pattern may be, the more important thing is to uncover why. Why do you behave? And it's important to know, because when you become aware, you can actually do something about it. And to become aware, you have to look behind your thinking. You have to look at the things that you believe in. So let's look at one of such beliefs which contributes towards creating the kinds of behaviors that I just described above and are responsible for creating one of the foundations of this society. And that belief, which most of us with, is that you have to earn your way into love, where someone else will decide if you are worthy of love or not. And because others have the power to decide, you have to become that person that someone else wants and approves of. And when you become that person is when you become ready and worthy of their love. And this is especially true for women in most cultures, where the ultimate goal for women is to make everybody else happy. So, in our quest to be approved by others and become lovable, we work on ourselves. We improve our looks, our bodies, and these days in the 21st century of women empowerment, some women may also work on by attaining unattainable titles and salaries. And when we reach that point where we feel we have become good enough, we test out the waters by taking a chance. We take a chance to see if we have reached the lovable enough threshold. But so many times that chance results in a rejection. Rejection from a partner, rejection from a boss, a colleague, a friend, or anybody else. And the reason our chances result in rejections is because we believe in our own beauty, our strength, our looks and accomplishments. And because we haven't really taken the time to approve ourselves and create opinions about ourselves yet, like ourselves, we become these needy human beings who, instead of believing in ourselves, need others to fill our empty self-esteem, self-confidence, and self-worth cups. And we need others to fill us up with esteem, confidence, worth, because from the beginning of our lives we learned that our life only matters when others can become happy because of us, when others can approve of who we are and how we are. So from the beginning of our lives, we keep giving away parents, teachers, family members, caregivers, friends, bosses, colleagues, and allow them to decide our worth for us. And in the process, unknowingly and unconsciously, we become addicted to other people's opinions of us. We become unable to speak our own truth. We blame others for all our pain. We become victims of life. But until we realize that we have been living inside a shell of fear of not having enough confidence to be ourselves, to express our desires and truth, to create boundaries and stay away from things and people that hurt us, we will continue to be in pain. Until we learn to see our worth reflecting back in our own eyes when we look in the mirror, we will continue needing other people's eyes to give us permission to live our own lives, to be the most important characters in our own dramas. You have the power to take your power back. But the question is, are you ready to take it back?